Welcome, everyone. This is Professor Smith bringing you another Hebrew study. In the book of Zephaniah, there is a prophecy that our Heavenly Father will restore to the earth a pure language. We understand that Hebrew is the closest derivation of that pure language. Let's explore it together. Shalom, and let's get started. Welcome. Here we are. Another Hebrew study. And so look at all this. I mean, we've got a lot of language to work with. And now you notice in this case, they're not giving you any English over here. So we're progressing, we're advancing now in the language. To this point now, you're not getting any clues. But you still can be aided with Google Translate, right? So that's what I use. And as long as you know the phonetic, you can use Google Translate to figure out what is being said, communicated. So remember, I said this was Shiur Arba'im. This would be lesson 40. Now let's take a look at this one here. What we have here is Arochat, which is a meal, right? Arochat Erev, but Erev Shabbat. Okay, so it's like a meal in the evening, or dinner on the evening of the Shabbat. So it's like a meal evening in the evening of Shabbat, essentially what that's saying. So basically in vernacular, you could say dinner on Saturday night, essentially. We have Arochat Erev be'erev Shabbat.
Arochat Erev be'erev Shabbat.
Arochat Erev be'erev Shabbat. Okay, and then here we have Sipor b'Shiva Prachim. Prachim.
Arochat Erev be'erev Shabbat. Sipur b'sheva prakim.
Prachim.
Arochat Erev be'erev Shabbat. Sipur b'sheva prakim.
Prachim. Notice this here, this prachim is chapters. And then we have, notice they put the bet with the 7. That's like 7, that's Shiva in Hebrew. So it's like 7 chapters. Sipor has to do with a story, telling something. Sipor, b'Shiva prachim.
Arochat Erev be'erev Shabbat. Sipur b'sheva prakim.
B'Sheva prachim. All right, so we now know that this is a story with 7 chapters. Okay, now look at this, Parach Aleph. So this would be like chapter 1, right? Parach Aleph. Parach Aleph. Parach Aleph. Parach Aleph. I got the Parach part in there. There we go.
Perek Aleph.
Now listen to that. And the Parachim is because it's a plural. Look at how this is pronounced. Perek. Perek.
Perek Aleph.
Perek Aleph.
Perek Aleph.
Okay, so in the singular, it's like Perek. Which makes it's almost like Parachim instead of Parakim on the plural. So this is why, we don't have any vowel pointing. So basically everything with this language is phonetic, learning what vowels are being used and phonetic. And even among all of Hebrew speakers, there's variation. You've got Ashkenazi Hebrew phonetic versus Sephardim Hebrew phonetic versus Yemeni Hebrew phonetic. You see what I'm saying? And that's what makes this language so difficult. In fact, I think I've said this before, the 2 most difficult languages to learn are Chinese, is world-renowned in its difficulty, and Hebrew. Okay, well, think about it. How old are those languages? How developed, how advanced are they? They're a lot older than, say, English and any kind of romantic language like English, French, German, and so on. Okay, so here we have Parach Aleph, which is chapter 1, Arochat. And look at this, Mishpachatit. It almost looks like it's the meal in the family, Mishpachit. Arochat Mishpachati. Let me see if we can get that right. Arochat Mishpachatit. Didn't want to do it for me. Get my, let's try it again. Arochat Mishpachatit. I think we're going to have to put it in there manually. It looks like Mishpacha, which is family. And then that little teat thing. There we go. That's what I thought.
ארוחת משפחתית.
Listen to that. Mishpachtit.
ארוחת משפחתית.
Mishpachtit. Arochat Mishpachtit.
ארוחת משפחתית.
Arochat Mishpachtit. Look at that. There's the meal. Mishpachtit is family. So it's like family meal. All right. Now look at this down here. We got some details here. Yom Shishi Baboker. So in the morning, this is the day 6. Shishi, day 6. Baboker, in the morning. So day 6 in the morning. How about this one? Susie va Aron. Okay, so this is like Susie. Kind of like Suzie. And here's Aron. It's almost like Aaron. Like that. Yoshvim, they're sitting. Bakafeteria. Let's see, bakafeteria. Yeah, bakafeteria, in the cafeteria. So it sounds like this is maybe in school or something. And then Universita, they're in the university. Okay, Cafeteria, Universita, Tel Aviv, that's the location, Tel Aviv. Medaberim, look at that, Medaberim, they are speaking. Medaberim, they're speaking. So this is Yom Shishi Baboker, so it's like day 6 in the morning. So that'd be like Friday morning, right? Because we know that day 7 is not Sunday. For all you church goers out there, day 7 is Shabbat, which in the pagan name for the day is Saturday, which, by the way, all the names of your days are named after pagan gods. Do you know that? Yeah. Look that up. You'll see that's true. But it's Shabbat, which is the 7th day. All right. Now here's Aaron. Now, this might be A-E-R-A-N. So what I'm going to do is get the phonetic for this. It could be this. Or it could be this. You see, either one would use those same letters. Close, or at least close to it. Let's see what it is. I'm going to put it in there manually and just see if we can get this phonetic for this. It might be 2 girls.
ערן.
Yeah, Iran.
ערן.
Okay, so that leads me to believe that this is a girl. And this is definitely a girl too, Susie. So we've got Susie plus Iran. All right, so it's not Aaron. Let's take a look and see what that might be. Okay, yeah. Aharon is totally different.
אהרון.
Okay, so this is a girl then, clearly. So take a look at this. This is what Aharon would be. Well, you would use a whole M and then a Num Sofit, Aharon. So we don't have that, do we? We've got this right here, Iran.
ערן,
Iran.
ערן,
Iran. Okay, so this is definitely Susie, though, isn't it? All right, let's get rid of all that. Okay, so here they are. Iran says what? Efo et ochelet ha erev. Okay, so what are you eating in the evening? What are you eating in the evening? Now remember, they're already sitting down in the morning. Here it is, Yom Shishi Baboker. This is Friday morning. Susie Aaron Yoshavim, they're sitting down, but cafeteria, in the cafeteria, but universita, which would be the university cafeteria. So they're college students, aren't they? Tel Aviv, and medabarim, which would be they are speaking, right? So that's the context. So here is Iran. She's saying, Efo ed ochelet ha-erev. So what are you eating in the evening? They're already talking about what they're going to eat in the evening. Isn't that something? Susie says, Bahader Lama. Let's see, in the room. Let's see, Bahader Lama. Let's see here. That Bahader, I think, is room, if I remember correctly. Bahader Lama.
בחדר למה,
Baheder Lama.
בחדר למה,
Okay, so in the room, she says, in the room, why? In other words, she's already making an assumption about the location of where the evening eating is going to happen. And she's saying, in the room, why? In other words, why do you want to know? In other words, they're making plans. Iran says, Rotsa labo iti. Let's see. Rotsa, I think that Rotsa means, do you want to go? Iti habaita la arochat erev. Okay, look at that iti there. Now, I know that Rotsa labo means, do you want to go? Rotsa labo iti habaita la arochat erev. Okay.
רוצה לבוא איתי הביתה לארוחת ערב.
Okay, Rotsa labo iti habaita lerochat erev. Do you want to come home with me? Now look at this et here. With me. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Rotsa labo. So do you want? And this labo is to come. To come. Habaita is toward my house. Notice that hay of direction there. That's sitting on there, the hay of direction. It means toward my house. Do you want to go toward my house? Come toward my house. Le arochat, for the meal, erev, in the evening. See that? All right, so that's what she's asking. Instead of eating in their dorm room, they don't like that idea. Aaron does not like that idea. She wants to invite Susie to her house, which would be her parents' house, most likely. Let me take care of one thing here, guys. Let's see here. Get that out of there. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so that's what's going on here. So now, what's being said? Susie then says, "Ata ochel im hamishpaka bayom shishi." So do you eat with the family bayom on day 6? Bashishi? In other words, that would be Friday. Ata ochel im hamishpaka bayom shishi. That's what she's saying there. That's just, but she's just inquiring more. She wants more information. Susie's already had the invitation. Rosa labo iti habaita la arochat erev. Do you want to, come with me to the house to eat a meal? And it's her parents. Ata ochel im hamishpaka bayom shishi. Okay, so do you want to,
אתה אוכל עם המשפחה ביום שישי?
yeah, do you want to eat with the family on Friday? Okay, so that's said there. Let's see here. Let me see if I can get this. I wonder if I can get this up here somehow. Dot toolbar. All right. Let's see. How do we dock it? Okay. Maybe I can get it up. I don't know. What down here? Just be a little easier if I could get that toolbar. That's one thing I wish Zoom would straighten out because it's too far over. It's not a handy thing at all to have that like that. You know, these Chinese are constantly doing new things to their programs, and you know, you'll have to excuse me while I kvetch a little. Okay, all right, so let's see here. So where are we at? Okay, so here we are. Ata ochel im hamishpaka bayom shishi. So do you want to eat with the family on day 6? That's Friday. All right, Iran says Ken. Tamid. That's nice. I think that's okay, or that's okay. Yes, okay. Anaknu oklim arochat erev gadola kol erev Shabbat. Okay, let's see what. Now that has to do with a big meal in the evening. A big meal, all evening on Shabbat. Okay. Anaknu oklim arochat erev gadola kol erev Shabbat. Yeah, we eat a big dinner all Saturday night.
אנחנו אוכלים ארוחת ערב גדולה כולה ערב שבת.
Yeah. Now let's see what this Tamid, I think, is. That's okay. Ken Tamid. Yes, always.
כן, תמיד.
Okay, so Tamid is like always. Okay, yes, always. Anaknu oklim, we eat arochat erev in the evening, a meal in the evening. Gadola, look at that, a big meal. Kol erev Shabbat, all the evening of the Shabbat. So why are they calling it Shabbat? Because look at this here. It says Bayom Shishi. That's the specific time. Well, because in the Hebrew thinking, the day clicks over on the evening. So yes, it's Friday night, but as soon as sundown goes down, boom, it becomes Shavah, day 7. Yom Shavah, day 7. You see? So that's what's being said here. Basically, this is why it switches over to Shabbat, because she's talking about we're eating all night. You know, it's probably an exaggeration, but let's say they're hanging out for about 4 or 5 hours when the sun goes down. Who knows, you know? So that's kind of the idea. All right, let's see here. Susie says, Mise Anaknu. Who is this we? Look at that one. Who is this we? That's the kind of question I might ask. Okay. So she wants to know, who are all these people that I'm going to be eating with all Friday night, which goes into Shabbat. Iran says, Rak Mishpaka, just only the family. Only the family. Abba ve'ima shali, so that's father and mother belonging to me. Achi, my brother, Achi, let's see, Yoav. I think that's like Joab. Kind of like that, Yoav. Let's see. But Ishto, let's see, and his wife. Look at that, Joab and his wife. Yoav va'ishto. Now notice this ish here. This is how you know it's his wife. There's ish. Remember that can be woman or wife. Woman or wife. But notice the suffix here. To. That means his something. His something. So what is it? You put it all together, you get va'ishto. His wife. And who's the his? Who's the wife? Does it belong to? Yoav. Right there. Okay. And then here's her name, Michal. Where have we heard that name before? Remember David, one of his wives was named Michal. There it is. All right. So his wife, Michal. So you've got Mama, you got Abba, you got Ima, you got Yoav, Michal. They are together, husband and wife. Let's see here. Zot arochat mishpakit. Let me get this. Mishpakatit. I think that's what it is. This is the meal with the family. Let's take a look at that real quick. Zot arochat mishpakatit. There we go.
זאת ארוחת משפחתית.
It's almost like mishpakatit. Mishpakatit. Listen to that.
זאת ארוחת משפחתית.
Yeah, zot arochat mishpakatit.
זאת ארוחת משפחתית.
Okay, so it's like it's a family meal. It's a family meal. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Now, Susie, what does she say? Pamata okelim, and what are you all eating? Listen to this. Listen to the chutzpah of this girl. You're invited over to a dinner. First of all, there's chutzpah enough to say how many people are going to be there, as if you might not show up if the wrong people are there, okay? But to go an extra distance to say, well, what are they eating? That's some chutzpah, isn't it? Susie says that. And what are they eating? I tell you what, it's a good thing Susie has a good friend and probably is not going to take offense to that. But that is how Hebrews are. They're very abrupt. They want to know the details. And in proper Western society, like in English society and in parts of like Northern society in the United States, that's considered very rude. So you have to take into account the kind of cultural stuff you're running into. All right, so what does Iran say? Okay, Ochel Shel Shabbat. Okay, so the meal belonging to the Shabbat. Look at this. Dagim, I think that's fish. I'm almost certain that's fish. Basar, that's like some kind of meat. It would be like kosher meat. Probably like lamb or salatin. Salatin, this would be like salad. Let's see here. Challah, look at that, challah bread. So that's like CHALLAH, challah bread. So that makes sense because the evening of Shabbat, that's the traditional, Friday night when it slips over into sundown, that becomes Yom Shabbat. That's when they serve the challah bread, right? Okay, so you got fish, you got meat, salatin. Let me double check that salatin. Salatin. Yeah, salads.
סלטים.
Yeah, okay. All right, what else we got? Let's see what else we got here. Okay, anaknu gam shotim. Oh, look at this. We also are drinking yayin. Look at that, yayin. We're drinking wine. Oh, yeah, the Jews love their wine. Now, admittedly, I'm not saying this in a negative sense. The Protestant churches, because of prohibition in the United States, which filtered into much of the West, they have a very negative attitude about alcohol. But Jews share no such attitude. The expectation is that it be moderated, that you drink moderately. It's a sin to get drunk, but to drink moderately is very much part and parcel of Hebrew culture. Okay. In fact, in the early church, the truth is the Catholic Church was giving wine for the what do they call that? Communion, the communion thing. Okay. And then when Prohibition came into play, that's just a little bit of history for you guys out there. Okay, that's why a Baptist does not drink. That's why a Methodist doesn't drink. That's why, that is if they're a good Baptist and Methodist. That's why, any of these people belonging to the holiness churches, that's why they won't let alcohol touch their lips. Okay, that's fine. But Understand where your value system came from. Because the Bible actually does say, give strong drink unto him who is dying. They didn't have pain pills and IVs and all that back then. If you were in horrible pain and you were in trouble in the old days, you know what you do? You'd slug down a few shots of whiskey. You get that down so that your passing would be eased. You understand that? That's real talk. That's real talk, my friends. Okay. No more on that. All right, let's see here. All right, so what are they having? Anaknu gam shotim yayin. They're also drinking wine. All right, so Ima Shali, let's take a look at this here. My mother, Ima Shali, let's see, Mabishalet Hakol. Oh, we gotta look at that one. Ima Shali, Bashalat Hakol. Look at that. Let's see if that's correct. Mebashalat. Let's try that. Okay. All right, that's right.
אמא שלי מבשלת הכל.
Mebashelet. Look at that one. That's kind of a new one. Mebashelet. Check that out. Mebashelet. That means cooks. Cooks. Let's clear this out. There it is. Ima Shali Mebashelet. Look at that one.
אמא שלי מבשלת הכל.
It's like Mevashelet. Mevashelet.
אמא שלי מבשלת הכל.
And when you say hakol, you're saying everything. Mivashelet hakol. Okay, all right. He Mivashelet, she cooks Mitsuyan. Look at that. He Mivashelet Mitsuyan. What are we saying? She is an excellent cook. Oh, yeah, she's an excellent cook, right? Mitsuyan, excellent. I could say that about my mother too. She is, he meveshelet mitzuyan, mizuyan, mizuyan. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I don't know if my mother ever watches these, but I thank you for all those wonderful meals. He meveshelet mitzuyan.
היא מבשלת מצוין.
And let me tell you something for all you ladies out there. You want to get a guy to fall in love with you, one of the key ways is through his belly. That's right. A lot of guys through his belly. You get a guy to fall in love. I'm talking to these young girls out there looking for a husband. Okay, learn how to cook. All right. He meveshelet mitsuyan. All right, let's see here. Now we've got no. Rotsa labo. She's going, no, you don't want to go? No? Rotsa labo? Okay, that's well. Look at that one.
נו רוצה לבוא.
No rotse labo.
נו רוצה לבוא.
Lavo means well. Now that's an interesting one there. I don't think I've seen that one before. No. It literally doesn't mean no. It means well. Rotsa levo.
נו רוצה לבוא.
And it shouldn't be rotse, it's rotsa because we're talking about a girl. Lo, rotsa lavo?
לא רוצה לבוא.
No. We don't want rotse. I know it's not rotse. Oh, it's new. That's what it is. That's what it is.
נו רוצה לבוא.
Yeah, no means well. Look at that.
נו רוצה לבוא.
Rotsa. And actually, should be sa with a kametz there. But just with Google Translate, it automatically puts it into the masculine, unless there's other context that forces it into the feminine. That's what's going on there. Okay, and what does Susie say after all this? Look at all the information that was given to her. She says tov. She just says good. She doesn't say she's not very she's hard to impress. Okay, she's hard to impress. I don't know. I would be impressed, if I was invited over to somebody's house and their mother was a really good cook, Mitsuyan, oh, I'd be happy. You know, I'd be more than just tov. I would say something like oh, what would it be? A Rabbah tov. Very good, very good. Like tov rabbah or something like that. All right. All right, guys. So that's what that is. Now let's take a look at this over here, see what we got in this key. Let's see if I've got any comments or anything. Remember, this is going to be deleted, this live stream. I'm only putting this live stream on there so that you guys have a chance to join if you want. Seems like people, whenever I want to do a teaching, they want to give me these inane things here. All right, so what I'll do is I'll do the edit on this, and then I'll upload it again so you guys have it. All right, so let's see here. Looks like we got one guy watching. How you doing out there, fella? All right. Okay, so let's go here. Erev Shabbat. Look at that. In the evening of the Shabbat, Yom Shishi Ba'erev. So this is basically day 6 in the evening. So at sundown, see, remember when I was explaining that to you? This equals this. It's the evening of the Shabbat, because in other words, it's the Shabbat is starting. But the Shabbat starts in the evening, right? Because when sundown clicks over, you go from day 6 to day 7. All right, how about this one? Mishpachti, mishpachtit. Look at that. So this would be like mishpachti. Yeah, family.
משפחתי. משפחתי.
Listen to that, mishpachti. And then here's this one, mishpachtit. So you know what I think this is? I think this is the masculine of when you describe your family. So if it's 2 guys talking instead of 2 girls talking, we got 2 girls here talking, feminine. But if you got 2 guys talking in there, it would use mishpachtit. But look at this. If it's 2 girls talking about their family, remember, every word has to have a gender and a number. So it's mishpachtit, okay, for them. That's why it uses mishpachtit. All right, so shel hamishpaka, belonging to the family. Let's take a look at that. Shel hamishpaka, of the family.
של המשפחה.
Okay, of the family. All right, how about this one? We've got achi, that's brother, right? Achi.
אחי.
Yeah, my brother. Okay, how about this one? Ha'ach sheli. It's also tantamount to the brother belonging to me. Sheli, belonging to me. All right, how about this one? Ishto is his wife. Notice that whole M there, his wife. Okay, and then Ha'isha, looks like Ha'isha Shalo. So that's like the wife belonging to him. So what they're doing here is they're showing you 2 different forms in which ownership can be conveyed through language. You can just as easily say Ishto, his wife. Remember that in the discussion it says Yoav was her brother. That was Iran's brother, right? But he had a wife, and it was his wife, and her name was Mikal. And so he described, and so from Iran's perspective, she's saying his wife, and she's using Ishto, his wife. But it also is Ha'isha Shalo, the wife belonging to him. So that's what's going on here. Okay, look at this one here. Levashel or Mevashel. That's an interesting one. Let's check that out. Let's take a look at that Mevashel. Levashel? Yeah, to cook.
לבשל. לבשל,
It's almost like levashel.
לבשל,
Levashel. How about this is to cook. Mivashel, from cooking. I bet you it's from cooking. Mivashel.
מבשל,
Oh, look at that. It's a cooker, someone who's a cooker. Mevashel. Okay, interesting. So that kind of makes me wonder. So what do they got down here? Mevashelet. So that's almost like in the sense of it's like its own sense of just cooking, like mom is cooking. Mom is cooking. It's not saying she is the cooker, it's mom is cooking. Kind of like thing. Okay, how about this one? La asot. Okay, lasso is to drink, I'm pretty sure.
מבשל,
Lassot. Yeah.
לעשות,
Oh, it's got to be shot. Laashot. Laashot. Where's the drink at? I don't know. Maybe I was wrong about that one, guys. I seem to recall that that was the drinking one. Go down here. Where is that used at? Oh, there's the drinking one right there. Show team. I got that mixed up. Sorry about that. That's drink. Okay, yeah. So is to do. And what are you doing? You're doing food. Okay, so where was that used at then? Let's see here. Yeah, that comes from asa, to make or do. I got that confused with shotim, which is drinking. Okay, la asot ohel. So that's to do the food. That's to make the food, probably. La asot ohel. Yeah, to make food.
לעשות אוכל,
All right, we figured that one out.
לעשות אוכל,
All right, so let's see here. Let's go on down here a little bit. So what do we have now? We've got she'elot. These are questions. Okay. I don't like the way that light is. All right, she'elot. Okay, so Eifo Iran Ochel Ha-Erev. Okay, so where does Iran eat in the evening? Where does she eat in the evening? Okay, so this basically they want you to write out where she is eating in the evening. Okay. So here's the answer right here. Rotsa lavo iti habaita larochat erev. Okay, so do you want to go with me to the house to the with habaita toward the house larochat erev? In other words, with me toward the house where the evening meal is. Okay, so what is this question here? Efo Iran ochel ha-erev. So where is Iran eating in the evening? Give me a minute here, guys. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's all right, so let's see. Efo Iran ochel ha-erev. So where is Iran eating in the evening? Okay, so let's see if we can come up with an answer. She is eating she's eating with her family, right? So we have to Iran ochel. Let's see here. Let's try that. Iran ochel im hamishpaka shela. That sounds good. Iran ochel im hamishpaka shela.
ערן אוכל עם המשפחה שלה.
Iran eats with her family in the evening. How's that sound? That sounds good to me. That answers that question pretty good. Okay, so we'll put Iran in there. And what is she doing? She's eating ochel. Okay, she's eating with im, with, right? And hamishpaka. Okay, so Iran ochel im hamishpaka, and notice we have to say belonging to her, right? Shalah. Okay, so Efo Iran ochel ha'erev. Okay, so because remember, Iran says Efo et ochelet ha'erev. Where do you eat in the evening? And Susie says Bahader Lamaz, in my room. Why? And Iran says Rotza lavo iti habayita lerochat erev. Let's see. Do you want to come with me toward the house for the evening meal? Susie says Ata ochel im hamishpaka bayom shishi. Okay, and then Iran says Ken. Tamid anaknu okelim arochat erev gadola kula erev Shabbat. So she's saying that she goes to her family's house every Friday evening, and they have a big meal. Okay, so that's where Iran goes. All right, so let's take a look at the answer key and see what we come up with. Let's see what they say. The whole idea here is not to get it exactly right according to the answer key because there's variation, but it needs to make sense. That's the point. All right, so let's take a look at it here. So, Efo Iran Okel Ha'erev. Okay, now look at this right here. And notice what they're saying about Iran. I just assumed that was a girl. But look at this. They're using hu okel. He eats arochat erev babayit. He eats a meal in the evening in the house. Im hamishpaka shelo. Look at that. So Iran is a guy, looks like. And that's something. So there could be, you know what this tells us? There could be some kind of romantic interest here. He's inviting this girl that he likes because Susie is definitely a girl. And that's the difficulty with Hebrew. Just by the virtue of the names, it's hard to tell whether it's masculine or feminine. But let me see if I missed some clue. First, we need to get rid of that live stream out of there. There we go. All right, let's see if I missed some clue that would have. Now, he's speaking to her, so he uses okalet, okay. And then she says baheder, and Ron says rotza lavo iti. Okay, that doesn't give us any idea. Susie says, oh, here it is. This is where I missed it, guys. This is where I missed. This was the clue. And look at how small the clue is. Ata. You know what that does? That's masculine for you. Okay, so I missed that. So keep track of those things. That's part of the difficulty of Hebrew. Keep track of it. So who is, here's Susie saying this about Iran. You know what that means? That means these two are connected together. So it's male form of you equals Iran has to be male. He equals male. He's a boy. Okay, so now we got that straightened up. And that was only one clue. And you can easily jump over it. I don't think there's any other clue in here that would let me know whether he is. Now, possibly this might have said zot, but I've seen that zeh used across gender lines too. Let's see here. Susie says, Bama atem. That doesn't give us any idea. Iran, he goes on, and then, okay, goes on, go on. Susie says, Tov. Okay, so that's it. That's all you get is this right here, ata. That's all you get. All right, so now we know that Iran is a guy. He's a guy, masculine. All right, so now that we know that, we're armed with that knowledge. Let's go down here to number 2 and see what we come up with. Okay, so Ha'im Iran, let's see, the mother of Iran, Ochel Im HaMishpaka. Let's see, I'll aim that here. This Ha'im, that might not be Ima, that's something else. Ha'im Iran, Ochel Im HaMishpaka Shalo Kol Yom Shishi. Okay, yeah, Ha'im is that's the do one, does.
האם ערן אוכל עם המשפחה שלו כל היום שישי?
Okay, does Iran eat with his family all day Friday? Okay, so, yeah, Ha'im.
האם ערן אוכל עם המשפחה שלו כל היום שישי?
Okay, Im with Hamishpaka, the family, Shalo, his family, Kol Yom, all the day, Shishi, all Friday evening. Okay, so I think we did see something like that, didn't we? Let me go up to our reading here and see. All right, so this Iran says, Rotza lavo iti habaita larochat erev, and then Susie says, Ata okel im hamishpaka bayom shishi. Iran says, Ken tamid anaknu okelim erochat erev gadola. Okay, so we eat a big meal. Kol erev, there's the answer right there. All the evening. And then it goes into Shabbat. So I think probably the answer is yes. They're eating a long time. They're probably, eating a little here, fellowshipping, talking, eating a little there, that kind of thing. All right, so let's go down here. Ha'im Iran ochel im hamishpaka. So does Iran eat with the family, shalo, kol yom shishi, all the days shishi? I think the answer is yes. And we're going to say who now, because we know that it's he, the proper pronoun, which matches Iran. Hu ochel im hamishpaka shelo kol yom shishi. Okay, yeah. hu ochel im hamishpaka shelo kol yom.
הוא אוכל עם המשפחה שלו כל יום שישי.
Okay, so I think that's right. And we might want to put a Ken in there. How about that? Ken, yes. He ochel. Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey. We get these people talking about some pagan holiday on my Facebook Messenger feed here. I guess we'll have to get rid of him. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so who ochel? Hu ochel im hamishpaka. Okay, who ochel im hamishpaka? So each of his family. It's his family, right? So shalo. I'm putting the new cute nakud in there for you guys, here and there. Kol yom, all the day. And then shishi. So that's all day 6. So basically that runs into Shabbat, right? So we've got Ken hu ochel im hamishpaka let's see, shalo Okay, so he is eating with the family, hamishpaka shalo, his family, kol yom, all day, shishi, all day of 6. Okay, let's see what the answer key says. All right, okay, so look at this. Ha'im Iran ochel im hamishpaka. So does Iran eat with the family, shalo, his family, kol yom shishi? Now look at this one right here. The answer is betach. Betach. Okay, let's take a look at that. It's just a one-word answer. Betach. Yeah, probably. Why is it probably? Sure. Oh, sure. Can mean sure.
בטח.
Yeah, betach means sure. And it's got, and notice how it's got like an exclamation point on it. Sure. They kind of, I wrote out the whole answer, but they just put sure. Okay, isn't that something? All right, number 3. Let's try it out. Number 3. Let's see. Mi bo kol erev. Who is going every evening of the Shabbat, la'rochat ha'erev? In other words, the evening of the Shabbat, which would be like after sundown Friday night. But by Yit Shel, let's see, in the house belonging to Iran. Who? In other words, who is coming? Kol erev, all the evening of the Shabbat, la'rochat ha'erev, to eat the erev. Okay, and so basically it's asking who's coming with Iran to eat. Mi bo kol erev Shabbat la'rochat ha'erev b'bayit shel Iran. Okay, who in the evening came to dinner?
מי בבוקר ערב שבא לארוחת הערב בבית של ערן?
We don't want, we need bo. Bo kol. Yeah, who comes every evening?
מי בא כל ערב שבא לארוחת הערב בבית של ערן?
Okay, who comes every evening? Let's see, mi bo kol erev, who comes every evening of the Shabbat, la'rochat ha'erev, for the evening meal, b'bayit, in the house, shel Iran, belonging to Iran. Okay, so that's his parents' house. Okay, so you know what it's asking? It's asking who are these people that show up with Iran? Now remember, Susie is being asked over there, but this is a tradition. And so here's the answer here. There it is. Abba ve'ima sheli, his father and mother, ach Yoav, va'ishto Mikal, and his brother and his brother's wife, right? Okay, so that's the answer. So that's what we need to put on there. Let's see if we can keep it so that I can get the spelling right. Okay, so who comes? Ima ve'aba shelo va'yoav va'ishto Mikal bo'im arochat hamishpatit. Let's see if I get that right. His mother and father, and Yoav and his wife, Mikal. Oops. Okay, yeah. Ima ve'aba shelo, his mother and father, but Yoav va'ishto, and Yoav and his wife, Mikal. We spelled Mikal wrong. How do we spell? It's Mikal, probably. Yeah. Mikal, Bo-E, come, let's see, Bo, come to Arochat. And I think it's Hamishpatit. Ah, come to the family dinner. That sounds good.
אמא ואבא שלו ויואב ואשתו מיכל בו ארוחת המשפחה.
Okay, so his mother and father and Yoav and his wife Mikal come to family dinner. So let's put that down there. That's a big one. I hope they don't try to shirk their duty and put a short answer in there. So the answer is Ima. Ima ve'aba. Ima ve'aba shalo, belonging to him. We're talking about, who's the him we're talking about? Oop, we need a lamed in there, don't we? Ah, wait a minute. We need that there. All right. There we go. Shalo. Okay, so belonging to him, the Yoav, and else who comes along with him? Yoav. That's his brother, right? Yoav, va, and who else? Ishto, his wife. Ishto, his wife, and what's her name? Mikal, right? Okay, there's Mikal. And what are they doing? They're coming to dinner, right? Bo. And I wonder if it should be Boim. Let me see if I put that in there, if that makes a difference. Boim. No. Boim. Oh, let's just put Bo in there. I think that's right. I think it is Boim. No. I think it is Boim. All right, so let's get rid of that. I'm trying to make it grammatically correct. I think it's going to be Boim. Because we're talking about more than just one person coming to dinner. We're talking about multiple people. So I think that the comma, but I could be wrong about that. So if I'm wrong, we'll just look at it and see if I'm wrong. And what are they coming to? Arochat? Arochat, and what is it? Hamishpaka. Running out of space here, guys. I'm gonna have to break that word up into two. Okay, so we've got Ima Abba Shalo, his mother and father, Yoav Ishto. That would be Joab and his wife. Mikal. Mikal is his wife. Ba'im, they're coming. Arochat HaMishpakat. They're coming to the family dinner. All right, that was a big one. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so here it is. Mi bo kol erev Shabbat. So who comes every evening of the Shabbat, Erev, for the evening meal, Babayit Shel Iran. In other words, oh, we forgot to put Iran himself there. Ha'akshelo Yoab, the brother. Oh, look at how they've described the relationships in the answer. It's almost like what I did is I already knew the relationship, so I put as if the other person knew. Uh-oh, who we got here? Let's get this security. Unmute themselves. We don't want that. Security. We don't want audio. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, they're gone. They're gone. I guess he didn't like the fact that I was putting all my security features on. And they took off. It's probably one of these malevolent people, you know. All right, so okay, where are we at? Yaron ha'akshalo Yoav. So the brother, his brother Yoav, v'ha'isha shel Yoav. Those would be like the wife belonging to Yoav, Mikal. Okay, so you got Iran, you've got Yoav, you've got Mikal. That's but he didn't notice he didn't put Ima and Abba. He's including Ima and Abba. Interesting. All right, let's see here. Now, what do we got? Okay, so Ha'im Mikal, he Doda shel Iran. Okay, so who is Mikal? She is Doda shel Iran. Probably an aunt, right? Ha'im Mikal, he Doda shel Iran. Is Mikal
האם מיכל היא דודה של ערן?
okay, is Mikal Iran's aunt? Okay, so you got Yoav is his brother. And I think his aunt would be his father's sister. His father's sister. Yeah. So Doda is aunt. So that's a definite no. Because it says that Yoav is his brother. But whose brother? We got to double check this. I thought it was Iran's brother. Let's go up here and see. All right, let's see here. It's Abba ve'ima shali, my father and mother. Aki, my brother. There it is. Aki Yoav, my brother. And Iran is the speaker. So, and Va'ishto, his wife, Mikal. Okay, so I'm right. Okay, so Ha'im Mikal, he Doda. Okay, so who is Mikal? Is she the aunt Shel Iran? The answer is no. She's his brother's wife. So we'll put Lo, he Mikal Ha Ishto. Okay, no, that's not it. How do we write this? Let's see here. How do we say this? The question is Ha'im Mikal hi Doda Shel Iran. Okay, so who is Mikal? Is she the aunt belonging to Iran? That's incorrect. So how do we answer it? Well, let's see here. Lo, it's going to be Lo. Mikal Shel Mikal Shel Iran. Isha Shel Iran. Let's try that. Lo Mikal Shel Iran Isha. Mikal belongs to. Okay, I guess what I'm gonna have to do here is okay, there we go. Lo Mikal he ishto. She is the wife shel Iran. Let's try that. Lo Mikol he ishto. Okay, so she is ishto is his wife, shel belonging to who? Iran. Now it'll be interesting to see how they answer this, because I'm quite certain that no, she's not Iran's aunt, because an aunt would be the father's sister, right? I think, yeah. Let's go to the answer key. Okay, yeah, I was right. Ha'imikal he doda shel Iran, and it's lo. He ishto. Look at this. She is his wife, shel belonging to. And notice how they write this. They put he, she, ishto. It's like his wife, shel Yoav, belonging to Yoav. And it's almost kind of confusing because it almost, when you say ishto, it's almost like it's harking back to Iran, which is not the case. But it's he ishto shel Yoav. Okay, so that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, but essentially I got it right. I got it right. It's a low. Low no. All right, let's continue on here. All right, me mevashel et ha'ochel. So who is cooking the food? Who is cooking the food? I think that's what that says. Me mevashel et ha'ochel. Oy vey, come on. Me mevashel et ha'ochel. Okay, who cooks the food? That's right.
מי מבשל את האוכל?
מי מבשל את האוכל? Okay, so who cooks the food? Okay, so we could say Ima shel Iran, ha'ima shel Iran מבשל האוכל.
האמא של ערן מבשל האוכל.
Okay, Iran's mother cooks the food. Let's try that. So it's like we're putting the mother. Oh, wait a minute here. Must be getting tired. Ha'ima shel belonging to Iran. Mevashel cooks. That's cooks, right? She's cooking Mevashel ha'ochel, the food, right? Okay, so ha'ima shel Iran Mevashel ha'ochel. So we're saying that the question is mi mevashel et ha'ochel, who cooks the food? And then ha'ima shel Iran, that's the mother belonging to Iran, mevashel ha'ochel, cooks the food, right? Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Let's go to the answer key and take a look at it. Okay, so mi mevashel et ha'ochel. So who cooks the food? Look at this. Ima shel Iran. And they actually wrote it out. I put ha'ima shel Iran, the mother belonging to Iran. Look at this. They use mevashelet. So I got the tense wrong. I put mevashel. So mevashel is if it's a guy cooking, but it's mevashelet if it's a girl, and ima is female, right? All right. Het. Okay, got this right. Ha'okel. It ha'okel. The food. I forgot to put et in there, I think. Yeah, see, I didn't, so that's where I kind of messed up grammatically. I didn't put at in there, but now you see the proper way to do it. Okay, so Ima Shel Iran, so the mother belonging to Iran, Mevashelet is cooking. Et, what is she cooking? Okay, remember that et has to be put in there to direct this. In other words, it's the action word has to be directed somewhere. The et is used for that. Whatever action you've got cooking, you got running, you got, whatever. The action word has to be directed somewhere in Hebrew because remember, Hebrew, unlike English, is not linear. You might have some mix-up in words, so that shell, that et, is very useful to determine that. Okay, all right. Now we're getting down to the end here. Okay, Mahi Mevashelet. So who is? Let's see. What is she cooking? So what is she cooking for the evening meal? Shel Yom Shishi, belonging on day 6. In other words, to day 6. So Mahi Mevashelet Larochat Ha'erev Shel Yom Shishi. Yeah, what is she cooking on dinner for Friday?
מה היא מבשלת לארוחת הערב של יום שישי? מה היא מבשלת לארוחת הערב של יום
Okay, so what is she cooking for dinner on Friday? Well, there was a whole list of things here, right? And first we need to say he mevashelet, and what is she cooking? Okay, so let's look at all these things she's cooking. Let's see here. There it is right there. Okel shel Shabbat. Okay, dagim, that's fish. Basar, meat. Salatim, that'd be salads. Challah. And naknu gam shotim. Now, we can't include this in naknu gam shotim because that's drinking. The question specifically says, what is she cooking? And here it is, dagim basar, salatim, challah. That's challah bread, okay? So let's come down here. And how do we answer this? We say, mahi mevashelet. What is she cooking? La rochat harev. In the evening meal, shel yom shishi. On day 6, we'll put he mevashelet dagim basar salatim hala. V'chala. There we go. Okay. So we have he mevashelet dagim basar salatim v'chala. Okay, so she cooks fish, meat, salads, and challah. All right, so let's put that down in there. So here it is. Mahi mevashelet larochat harev shel yom shishi. Okay, so here's the answer. He mevashelet and dagim, right? Dagim is fish. Dagim, basar. Now I probably should put the vav in there, so it's like va, but we'll see what it looks like. Because up here, what are they doing here? They're just putting dagim, basar, salatim. Okay, so let's see, mevashelet. Okay, and then we don't need that. It'll be here. Dagim, basar, salatim. Salatim, v'chala. Okay, so we have he mevashelet. So she is cooking. Dagim basar. This would be fish and meat. Salatim, salads, v'chala. That's challah bread. All right, so let's see what the answer key is, guys. Okay, so let's see here. Mahi meveshelet larochat harev. Okay, so what is she cooking? Larochat harev for the evening meal. Shel yom shishi, belonging to the evening of day 6. Oh, look at this. He meveshelet basar v'dagim. Notice how they put it in there. They put basar v'dagim, even though it lists dagim as first. So they're just kind of mixing it up a little bit. Meat and fish, basar v'dagim, vahi gam osa. Oh, look at this. And she also, osa makes it, that's more correct, isn't it? Because you're not cooking a salad, you're preparing a salad. So you're using osa, vahi gam osa. So you use the do or make one to prepare a salad, right? Okay, so I learned something there. I tried to just put it all together with cooking, and that's not exactly correct. Okay, so she uses osa. So basically the things that are cooked, meveshelet, are basar v'dagim, which are the meat and the fish. Vahigam osa, and she makes salat. Okay, I learned a little bit there. I hope you guys did too. That's why I love this language, because it forces you to think and to put things grammatically, a more correct way. Okay, all right. Let's see here. Now look at this here. Haim Susie Rotsa. So see, how does Susie want Lavo? All right, I think this is a question. Does Susie want to go? Im Iran larochat ha'erev, to the evening meal, shel hamishpakat, belonging to the family. Does she want to come to family dinner? Ik ata yodea. Okay, so Haim Susie rotza lavo im Iran le'arochat ha'erev shel hamishpaka. Does Susie want to come with Iran to the family dinner?
האם סוזי רוצה לבוא עם ערן לארוחת הערב של המשפחה?
Okay, does Susie want to? Okay, so what's after this now? Ich at. Not sure what that is. Oh, do you? How are you? Let's see. How do you? Oh, how do you know? Ik ata. That's me. Ik ata. How do you know? And yo, excuse me, yodea. It's asking the reader. That's what it's asking. In other words, it's turning it back. How do you know? Well, look at this right here. No, Rotzalavo, and she says good. She says good. So what we could say is the answer to this is Susie Rotza Ken, Susie Rotza Lavo Le'arochat Amishpaka. Yeah, I think that's a good one.
כן, סוזי רוצה לבוא לארוחת המשפחה.
Yes, Susie wants to come to family dinner. Let's see. We need the because one. Let's try that. Key. Yeah, key.
כן, סוזי רוצה לבוא לארוחת הערב המשפחתית כי היא אומרת טוב.
Okay, mishpakit. Okay, so let's put this in here. Can, yes. Susie. Yes, Susie. Rotsa, she wants. Let's get rid of this bar here. This is causing problems. All right. Okay, yes, Susie wants. Oh, we missed a bar. There we go. Okay, so we have Ken, Susie, Rotsa. Yes, she wants. Lavo, to go. To go. Le'arochat. Le'arochat. Ha'erev, to the evening meal, right? Ha'erev. Hamishpachtit. Hamishpachtit. Belonging to the family. Why is it using hamishpachtit? Because family, I think, is feminine gender. And here it is, key, because he, what did she do? She, omoret, she says. Omoret, she says. See, she is saying, what is she saying? Here it is right here. What is she saying? She's saying good. I think that's correct. Okay, so she's saying good. Now, let's see what the answer key says, okay? All right, so let's see. Mahi mesheveret le'rochat erev shel yom shishi. Let's see here. Oh, well, this is the one. This is the one right here. Sorry, guys. We're doing this one right here. Ha'im, let's see. Ha'im Susie rotsa lavo im Iran. Okay, so let's see. Does Susie want to go with Iran la'arochat ha'erev for the evening meal? Shel hamishpaka, belonging to the family. Ek, do you know? Do you know? That's what it's asking. Ek ata. It's asking the person who's doing the exercises, which is me. And so I would use ek ata. Ek ata yodea. Ek ata yodea. Do you know? Now, if you were a girl out there, you would say ek at yodaat. And that would be asking yourself as a female. But because I'm male, it would be ek ata yodea. But if you're a girl out there trying to work on this, it would be ek at yodaat. Do you know? Or that would be proper. All right, so he rotsa, she wants. Avalo meod. But no meod. She wants. He rotsa avalo meod. Yeah, that makes sense. She wants to, but not very much. She just says tov. Remember I made commentary on that? She just says avolo meal. It's just kind of like I don't know. Okay, and then hilo. Let's see, omeret. She says yofi. See, nice. Betach ani shameach. She does not say beautiful. Betach ani shameach. In other words, she's like tov. Okay, I could take it or leave it. Hilo omeret yofi betach ani shameach. Sameach. Okay, she doesn't. Hilo omeret. She says yofi betach. She doesn't say well. Betach is. She doesn't say well. Yofi. Of course I'm happy. Batak ami samek. Okay, that's right. He omeret tov. She only says tov. She only says good. He omeret tov. She only says good. I really enjoyed that. You know what? That really stretched my mind. I hope it stretched yours too, because it is forcing you to get very particular and specific with the grammar of Hebrew. All right, guys, I think that's enough for today. I think we've gone over an hour probably. So the next time we're going to pick this up. We'll pick this up here next time. All right, well, if this has been of interest to you, take a look at my ending here on this video. I've got a Cash App there. If you'd like to donate, I put these on for free. I don't get paid anything. I just put them on here, and I hope that they are helping you to increase in the language. Okay, so take a look at that, and hopefully, I'll get back again, and we'll get another one of these studies up there, and you guys can benefit from that. I benefit myself, and so with that, I will say shalom, shalom, my friends.